Welcome to my first vlog. My name is Nick, and I am a pen artist. I travel around to out-of-state art shows and exhibitions, and this is my first vlog. Roll it. So tired. Last night we just barely got in from our plane ride back from Salem, Massachusetts, which was a hell of a good time. I woke up this morning, loaded up my van, and I am now on a 8-hour drive to Boulder, Colorado for an art show I set up tomorrow. And then the following weekend, one in Denver. So welcome and enjoy the ride. It is 5:45 and I still have 6 hours to go. So here is my 5:45 p.m. coffee. Am I gonna be able to sleep tonight? Is this gonna screw me? Am I gonna be fucked? We'll find out. Done. I have failed my olives. Just drove for 8 hours in Boulder, Colorado. Thanks to my Salem trip, I'm a little behind on some things. I make epoxy frames and then I frame my art inside of it. They're only halfway done. I got the frames built, which takes forever. We're gonna put all that together right now. Give her a nice little squirt. And now this guy. Now, my friend. My faithful friend. I don't know if you've seen Sweeney Todd, but it's some good stuff. Okay, I've got the straight razor all done. It's curing right now with the epoxy. So this is the compass I got. It's from the 1940s, World War II era. This one's gonna hang in the center of the other one. And so I just need to drill a hole through the top to mount the string tomorrow morning once that epoxy's cured. Got that drying right now, so we'll let that sit overnight. Now it is time for me to get some sleep. I legitimately slept for maybe 6 hours last night, drove all day today and packed, so I'm gonna sleep like a baby, and then I will see you tomorrow morning. I sit by the old wood stove and let the wet clothes dry. Tell me if you... Good morning, guys. Epoxy's dried. I'm gonna drill into this. I'm a little scared, but wish me luck. So we did it, and I'm so pumped on how these both came out. All right, so there's this guy. Best part about this, you can kind of pick this up and interact with that 1940s compass, which I love. And then this guy here, we've got with the straight razor, and damn. It's about 11 o'clock, so I have like 2 hours before I gotta go and set up. So I got a couple errands I need to run. Let's make it happen. What is up, guys? Damn, sorry this lighting's kind of weird. Art show went great. I sold an original. You can't always count on that, so that was a very pleasant surprise. I wanted to hang my camera up in the corner of my booth so that you guys could see some of my interactions with my customers. Sadly, it was way too busy for me to be able to do that, but I did get a couple snippets here and there. As soon as the show starts, there's people in my booth almost consistently until there's sometimes each show there's a little bit of a dead period, usually around like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. I'm very happy. I had a lot of amazing connections, made some new friends. But anyways, if there is a random individual who has questions about the things that I do and how I do them, please let me know, because I am more than happy to help you out, and I am an open book. One of my favorite music artists is Matt Mason. 2 months ago, his tickets went on sale and I snagged one in Boulder because I knew that I was gonna be here for this art show. As soon as the art show ended, I had 3 hours to load all my shit, my tent and everything back into my van, and then head over to the concert, which was 1 block away. Last night was amazing, and here's a little snippet. Because I carry on like the way. Push past the limit, tripping on the loose. you don't know him or you haven't heard of him, highly recommend checking him out. His lyrics are... So during my art show, I met a van lifer. Her name is Kath, and she's legitimately, I don't know if she wants me to say this, but she's more or less, to me, a witch in a van, and I love it. Her aesthetic's super cool, and she goes around and does tarot readings and writes poetry for people on her little typewriter. She came over to my booth and we had a good connection. I asked her if she wanted to hang out later, so we're gonna get together. I'm gonna help her maybe fix her typewriter. Then we're gonna make some dinner and hang out. It should be a good time. I am driving to meet with her right now, and we'll see how it goes. And this is like one of the best things that I think there is about this lifestyle. It's rough being on the road all the time, traveling to and from art shows. So making friends, being able to hang out with them, go out and do things together, this is like, it is why I do what I do. This is Kath. How did we meet Kath?
You were at an art show and I said, yo, that looks cool. And then we started talking about dark academia.
So approach strangers is, I think, the
That's literally what happened.
message. It's true.
I was
mean,
like, I like this. Oh, we started talking about travel as well because
True.
I got the pictures of the castle and we were
Agreed.
talking about travel and dark academia.
they look beautiful in her van. I am honored. Kath and I just made it up to the top of this beautiful spot that she found on Overlander, and her chips have ripened to the proper ripeness, I guess. So let's see what happens. Here you are, miss. Look at this boy. Look at him. All right, we are making mushroom pasta here. I am responsible for boiling the pasta, and Kath is in there, and she is making the mushrooms. Kath, thank you.
You're welcome.
This looks amazing. The aesthetic in here is perfection. I know not what he is, but he stands tall and proud. All right, guys, it's fire time.
Warm nights, long drives, nothing here but moonlight. Raindrops on the red dust. It's never smelled so good.
Cinnamon is usually for success and prosperity and abundance.
Hear that, guys? Cinnamon is for success, prosperity, and abundance. To the skies!
I made that word.
Yeah. Ooh, look at the moon cresting the mountaintop. Can you guys see that?
Friday, it is the last super moon of the year.
Damn. She's gonna be bright. All right, guys. It's now time to relax. Drink some tea, which is so hot. Ooh, so hot. And it's so good. Holy shit, that's hot. Damn. Right now I'm watching Vikings Valhalla, which is so far really damn good. And now it's time to get cozy.
Grass is so hard, it's funny because they always tell people like, oh, learning grass because grass will cushion your fall. No. Like I said, foot on the front, you need both sides lit up. Forward is to go, and I'm gonna hold your hands. Back is to stop.
Mm-hmm.
It will slide back a little bit.
Ooh.
Yeah. Like I told you, it's similar to snowboarding.
Guys, I might need to buy one of these.
You should. Highly suggest. Go over the bump.
Go.
You did it!
So this is Kathleen. You guys have met her. I figured that I would have her make this video a little bit more interesting. Give me 2 misconceptions about van life.
One of the biggest misconceptions, not necessarily about van life per se, but that it's not something that is obtainable for everyone. I think that van life could be something everyone does. You don't need to have a lot of money or a lot of experience traveling or a lot of anything except for just the will to do it. So you have to put aside all the excuses that you may have instead of being like, oh, I need this much money for this vehicle, or I need to build my vehicle this much, or I need to have a remote job or something like that. You need to just instead decide that it's something you want to do and then do it.
I like that. She was showing me her van build videos. You built your whole damn van all by yourself, and it's awesome, honestly. It's mad impressive. All right, that's number 1. What's number 2?
Van life misconceptions. I would say that like van life is honestly like an easier way to live. It's a more fulfilling way to live. For me, at least. It's still a matter of perception, but it's not easy. You spend a lot of time doing normal things that are convenient when you live in a house. So you will spend an entire day just grocery shopping, taking a shower, getting water, just because of like driving around and doing different things. So really, van life, you lose a lot of cost that you have in a house, but you lose a lot of convenience that you have in a house, and then that convenience means that you take more time doing things.
I feel that even just in between my art shows, when I'm staying in a place for 4 or 5 days, I will legitimately just spend a whole day like just doing me and cleaning up my van and taking a shower, going to the gym and whatnot. So I get that. What's the best part about living in a van?
Oh, living in a van, the best part is having views of places that people pay millions of dollars for. If you have windows in your van, which highly suggest if you do get a van to get a van with windows, because when it rains or
I
you're
only have 1 window.
Yeah.
My window's like this big.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
am I doing it wrong?
to my standards, yes. If I highly suggest getting a van with windows, because if it's raining, if you're in the city, if it's like a place where you're not exactly sure of like the people and how they'll perceive you, or like if it might be unsafe, you can always stay in the van and still enjoy the outside from inside.
There's a spider on your foot, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
You can still enjoy the outside from inside, and you can see like the lake you're parked next to. You can see the sunset, see the beach, you can see the trees, you can see the mountain. You'll go to a national park and everybody else is driving around frantically trying to find somewhere to eat. You get to just like eat inside of your van and look at the views of the national park and the mountain through your window.
That is amazing. I need to do more of that in my travels, honestly.
This is Walter, by the way. He is trying to knock over the camera, which is why we keep moving things
He's a cute little guy, but he wants to lick everything, legitimately.
all the time. What's the other? Oh, what was, you
Oh, you
asked
want to
me
do a second
too.
one? Oh,
You asked me too.
Let's get another one out there.
The other best thing about van life is...
Oh, and by the way, she's been full-time van life for 2 years now, right?
Yeah, 2.5.
Not impressive. She's a veteran.
The other best thing about van life is the freedom. And it's not even a freedom of views. If you're in a place and you decide like you want to go to a concert in another state, you can just drive there and go to that concert, and then you already have everything you need with you. You don't have to pack any bags. You don't have to like worry about like what clothes you're gonna wear and if it's gonna be cold or hot. If your friends spontaneously ask you to the beach, you can just drive to the beach. You have everything that you need. Pacific Northwest catches on fire, you just go to somewhere else that's not on fire. So
That is nice. That is a solid perk, I feel like. But I feel like that's the big thing for me is the freedom. So many people have attachments and they don't want to separate from like that level of comfort, but I feel like, just like you said, if you want it enough and once you just do it, you realize those things aren't that big of a deal at all, and you usually find something that will fill that void, in my opinion. That's just from an outsider looking in. So.
Yeah, I will warn you guys, if you do get a van, I have rarely met anyone who lived in a van who was then satisfied living in a house, so I would keep that in mind.
I like that. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate you.
And just like that, it was time to say goodbye to Kath and Walter.
You can keep up with their adventures here, and their information is linked down below. For me, I've got some work to finish from my Salem trip, and then I'm off to set up for my last art show. All right, so I'm gonna edit those pictures from our Salem photo shoot. We did some really cool ones. We did a witch photo shoot with everyone in a cemetery from the 1800s, which was super cool. You know what? I'm gonna drop some pictures right now. Boom, 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 boom. A lot of cool creators all came together. My partner Kiki was the one that put that whole trip together, and man, is it motivating and inspiring to be surrounded by people that are doing what you're doing and pushing each other, encouraging each other. It's just so positive. Also, look at this view. Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry. All right, time to go set up for my last art show in Denver. Well, 2 more art shows in the book. One of them, the first one, absolutely amazing. Second one, I took a risk and tried something new. I will never do that one again, but that's how it is. You live and you learn and you improve. It's been 15 minutes, and if you are still here, I just want to say thank you. I honestly love filming and editing these videos, and I want to do more of it. So drop me a like, tell me what you want to see more of or less of, and then maybe, just maybe, subscribe. No pressure. I'm heading down to Arizona in a couple weeks. I'm meeting up with some friends there. I'm hoping to make another vlog to share with you guys. Thank you again for being here. I will see you on the next one.
I need to waste these precious days till the pain subsides. In winter, I sit by the old wood stove and let the wet clothes dry.